Let's see. I'm playing. Let's see. Man, that's in YouTube Studio. All right, looks like we live on YouTube. Let me go to my starred. Play it real. All right. And then I got that going. Show meeting. All right. Now, how do I do music? Well, I feel like it's something new every day.
You can get the hand of it.
Yeah, until you get the hold of it exactly. Because y'all can't hear that music, right?
Nah.
Okay. So let's see. Because I did it a couple days ago. That's unimportant right now if we about to get in this trade, though. Mm, how to play music onto YouTube. Might be doing Google shit. Let's see. Uh, how to play music on Zoom. And bruh, you'll see if it's original sound. Musician. 'Cause I had it right a couple days ago, but I'm sleep about to just not worry about it right now. It's coming close.
Yeah, it's playing in a little area.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, for the YouTube stream, what I'm looking at is I'm gonna go ahead and just come on camera. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. What I'm looking at for is this candle closed below this range right here, and this 30-minute candle also closed bullish below here. So what Don Bell used to call back in the day is a celery play of this candle, current candle breaking a weak bullish low right here that closed under this range during a time of volume, that being 8:30. So if this candle comes and breaks this low, that'll be this candle coming and breaking a weak bullish candle that closed under resistance right here and under support right here. It exhausted out fairly, a lot. So if this comes and breaks this high, I ain't gonna say the move is invalidated, but I definitely like keep an eye on that. Yeah, see, so we just broke that high. But when the 1 hour does flip, as long as it respects this high, even if it does break that high, it technically should come on down at least into here and preferably down into here. But we'll just have to see what the price action looks like once we get down into here. So and I wanted to use, well, I will use whatever the current candle high is. It's not getting too big. I mean, it's only 35 pips. That's nothing, just ridiculous. But if we just keep having 5 minute candles that keep on going up and up and up and up and up, it might be indicative of price wanting to start moving up. But we'll certainly see. Price is in an interesting place right now, considering that it broke up, it broke down. We're just kind of hanging out in the middle. But we'll definitely see according to price action. But right now, I do like the sell still. Brandon said. And Brandon, how long does it take to get a account after you sign a contract? It's been a while. I forget. Mm, 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 mm. Not sure. Yeah. Me neither, brother. Advanced computer audio. I think that's how I do it. Roger, I'm about to play the music again. Let me know if you can hear it.
All right.
Can
Yeah, I
you?
can hear it.
All right, man. Is that loud or is that good?
That's good.
But like when I tell you I barely have that thing on, I'm talking about at all. Barely at all. So I'm just trying to make sure it's not loud for y'all, because if it's loud for y'all, that means it's loud for YouTube as well.
Smooth.
But
Get a little morning vibe.
So that -1 next to that stop market sell, that's a 101, correct?
I muted myself. Sorry. Um, yeah, that's just a one. Yeah, so stop sell one. Yeah, I'm in a live account now, so they maxed me out. They said all you can trade is a one to start, which is cool. No big deal. But yeah, so max contract limit 1 mini or 10 micro. So I'll just roll with the 1 mini for now. But I don't mind that actually because of it's live account now, so you can lose up to $4,000. And yeah, your max loss is only $4,000, but there's no max I have to make, if that makes sense. So like I can
Right,
take a
right,
withdrawal out. I can take a withdrawal out if I want to as soon as I make $200 or $180. So
correct. I got a lot of stuff.
yeah, so it's smooth. I'm still waiting on. They don't process payments over the weekend, so I'm still waiting on the payout from last week. But it's all good though. It'll come. So yeah. Roger,
Yeah.
you ever heard of Trading Nut?
Nah.
It's another podcast. I'm doing another podcast tonight.
Trading nut.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the OGs
For
from
real?
back in the day. Yeah. Let's see how many subscribers he got. He got 195K. Yeah, bro. He one of the real OGs. Go to his videos, most popular. He interviewed Q 4 years ago. Let's see. Yeah, Q again 4 years ago. Yeah, that's the when I was in the trenches, boy. Alex G3 1 year ago. I'm telling you, bro, 4 or 5 years ago. I remember watching this shit. I'm a oh yeah, I'm gonna delete this for now. Just for now, because I mean it's unlikely that we're gonna flip down just yet, especially with the way that 30-minute candle just filled that range up. It just kind of did a wick fill. But now the idea was that I anticipated price to close under the way it did, come back, break its low while respecting the previous 1 hour high right here. So nothing too major. Just trying to like kind of come into here and beyond it with volume. But now I'll do a fresh analysis. So let's see. If I were to start from the let's see what Brandon said. Oh, it's now it's up. Maybe that ain't good for you. Maybe you need to watch. You need to be in timeout. This nigga funny. Maybe you need to be paused. Anyway, so like y'all know, I always do. I'll start with the I'll start with the daily, and like I kind of alluded to, if you to be real, like it would look like we're going for sales with the way this daily candle closed under this support right here, but sales have already kind of happened. So now we're just kind of bouncing out of this support, this support, this support, all right here. And we're kind of just in an indecision zone and kind of in a range. So, like I said, I don't put too much stock into the 4 hour, but the 4 hour isn't really telling us much here considering we had a bullish with no top wick, bullish, bearish. So, not really much going on there. But then the 1 hour is when we can start diving into our ranges. So I would say we're more so looking for sales kind of if this candle were to close like this, that means that we'd be either moving them to down here or down here, which is not the worst thing. It's just kind of far away from where price currently stands. we're all the way up here in price. This is 55-ish pips away before we're looking for a sell slash closure under the range. So once again, not the worst thing ever, but it's just kind of a wonky place where price is in right now. I'd say probably selling into like this range right in here, maybe a little higher right into there. Yep. So sells under there, probably trying to target this support, which is this resistance. And then trying last target probably into somewhere like this. And when you're looking at buys, I'd probably go to the 30-minute and target, not target, but look at either above this or above this. And this is probably the safer one because you can close above this and this, right? And then still, I haven't even touched this from last week. This is still that same resistance where price had a whole bunch of rejections out of right here. Still not a bad range to buy into considering this is a 35-ish pip range. And above that, kind of thinking more so like this. But it's not the cleanest price action that we've had over the last what 2 weeks or so. I mean, considering prices moving like this and moving side by side like this, but there's opportunities in every market, so we'll definitely see how this candle wants to print down. Let's see how this 15-minute just closed. So this 15-minute just closed bullish as hell, but it rejected out of here. This 1 hour candle still can flip down. Roger, what you think on the break of that low again?
I like if it go back down again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be a bit of a bigger stop loss. If anything, I don't know. I could trade a micro or something like that, MGC, and just test it out because that's still a solid position. Like if it came up, broke these lows, it could have taken people out of these buys right here to come down into here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to MGC and potentially take like a five, some real light just to get the week started if it were to flip back down. So let's see. This chart is different, so my lines are different. So let's see a 30-minute candle close under here. And it looks even weaker on the 30-minute MGC. So on the break of this 30-minute low, which was the 1 hour low, probably targeting first targets like into there. Long targets kind of once again into here, but we'll get there when we get there. So yeah, I do still like it. I'm gonna throw a 5 micro, so very small position on the break of that low again. So 33, 30.9. This thing is coming down fast from that top, ain't it? Oh man. I'll throw like a six. Why not? It's like a six. If I can. Six. Stock market 33, 30.9. Or 33, 90.9. So let's see. It will look something like this. Stop loss up here. Ooh. Yeah. Which once again, this is the 30-minute candle coming and breaking this weak 30-minute low right here. And then it's also the 1 hour flipping again after closing back under this range. So let's see. This thing pushed down hard this last 5 minutes. The 15 doesn't have a top wick, which is interesting. But I'll even use that to my advantage. Like I'll use that high as my stop loss. Because if this thing comes down, breaks the lows, and comes and flips back up, that thing going up. So I ain't no point in sitting in this. So 32 pips is my stop loss as it where it currently stands. On a 5 or on a 6, that ain't nothing but $184, $186, something like that. So I'll play my odds with that one.
I don't know.
Let me see. The YouTube music ain't working, or the music ain't portraying from YouTube this time. Mm-mm. Let's see. Oh, the man.
What up?
What up, bro? You on your 50K or on your 25K?
25K right now. So we got a 5-minute candle that's about to close. Or just close, my fault. Can't hold too long though, because I ain't trying to sit in through this next 1 hour pullback top wick, whatever that may be. So if this don't get me in by like 8:55, then I might need to wait on the 1 hour, which would still be the same move. Like even if the 1 hour closed like this, you can wait on the top wick for the 1 hour and get in. So I'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. Y'all can still hear the music?
No, I can't hear it no more.
Okay. I'm about to change my clock and then I'll put it back on. Got some good shit going right now. Let's see, 8:51, 52, boom. So let's see. When it gets us in, if it gets us in, then the first high is about 17, 18 pips away. So y'all know me. I'll cut half my risk if it breaks that on high. And yeah. Ooh.
Right there.
It's right there. Yep. So on the 1 hour, that's the 1 hour flipping, coming down into this little support. It probably will take like a bit of my position at 30 pips. Or sorry, 20 pips, 20 to 25 pips. What about now? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. I might have to play that song over. That's my song. All right, so let's get close to entry. Like I said, I don't love taking positions at the end of the 1 hour candle because if it doesn't go ahead and make its move, we expect for when we're waiting on a position, the 1 hour candle, I want the next 1 hour candle to open up by the top wick. But that's the only reason why I'm like, But my usual trade time isn't but 3 minutes long. So if I don't expect to be in a trade for no more than 3-4 minutes, I can be okay with taking a trade with 3-4 minutes left in the candle. But say you only in like 6, 7, 8 pip profit, at that point you might as well either you gotta hold your nuts and just see if it's gonna do what it do, or put your stop loss at break even or something at worst. Because like I said, the way I always want a top wick for the next candle is the way it finally can give it when we want it and waiting on it.
Order
Stop
filled.
filled.
I'm in. Let's see. Ooh. Wait. All right, I'm up 10-ish. Let's see. So I'll do a limit buy of 4, like kind of down here. Got 2 running on my other account. So I'm up about, I was up about 10. That's all I saw. So let's see. That just broke real hard, as you see.
Good.
So let's see if we can go ahead and finish out that move on this next 5-minute candle right here. Like I said, all I have is a little 6 running on my MGC. That ain't nothing. So I expect this to wick up and hopefully come down. So I got a 4 right here because I have a 6 running completely. So I have a 4. I'll be taking 4 out of 6 in my position if it were to come down into here. If it come all the way back up here and break this high, I got to make a decision of either just getting out completely or cutting half. But like I said, we've seen about 10 to 12 real fast. We got this 15-minute support right here. It's a small support, but it is a support nonetheless. So let's see. Down about 4 pips right now. Down about 6. Come on and flip for me now. All right, let's see. Antonio, did you take anything on that 25K? Like, did you take the profits?
Yeah. Come on now.
I should have known. How did I know? How did I guess? But yeah, so I got a real light position. What happened?
I just threw a 3-2. I'm
Oh,
at 26.
you seen about what, 240?
I'm at 26,000 now, bro. I need $500 more.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to tell you. All right, so let's see. I'm up 2 pips, 3. If this can flip right now, this should just go ahead and run. If this runs, breaks this low, we probably need to bring a stop loss on and a profit. Because we're up about 10 again. So, and then we're getting real close to the 1 hour closure. So it's one of those.
Order filled.
Yeah.
Cool.
Order
All right.
filled.
Yeah, so that's gonna be my one position before this 1 hour closure here. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that was
I
cool.
seen about. Yeah, that's not bad.
Straight
So
to the TP.
I got 20. Yeah, I got 20 on this account, so for $120, and then on this account, on my 5 accounts through Tradeify, I got 430.
Yeah, that's
so. Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm finally halfway. Thank God.
Yeah, so that was a smooth little move though. It just had to make that top wick. That's all.
Telling you, when you see that momentum, man, you know it's gonna go.
Yeah, you said so. We came down, it jumped down real fast, and then it had to open up. All this candle did was make a top wick to continue down, you know. So, I'm cool with this move, especially at 8:57 a.m. Please.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I'm straight with that. So. So now I would have seen 22, 23, I think it gave so far. But I don't want to sit in that with this being this close to the 1 hour closure. Like that don't make sense to me. So at worst, secure half your position. I went ahead and just took my money just because like I'm just getting my feet wet with this live account. So that was my first trade on a live account, a little 6 micros, like nothing
there you
crazy.
go, man.
Like 25. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, new record, new track record going. So, like I said, our average trade time that was 3 minutes 4 seconds. So, I mean, and I think that tapped right into this 1 hour support right here. Yep. So it could go. It definitely could continue.
On whatchamacallit, James, on the YouTube, it's only face cam, bro.
Oh, damn. Why is that? I wonder. Oh, okay. You know what it is? Ha! I probably didn't even show my damn position.
Damn.
It's all good. They believe me. Wait, so y'all saw my screen? Y'all saw
No,
my
no,
screen, but
no, no, no. I thought it was only on
oh, so
YouTube. That's
you
why I
weren't even
just
really looking at the screen.
yeah, that's why I just went and checked because we only looking at you too.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, damn. My one position before this.
Oh,
That's
Brandon
funny.
said it too at 8:54. He said screen stop sharing.
Interesting. Well, YouTube, sorry about that. The technical difficulties. I got 5 people watching me. My fault. But so chat, what we were looking at was we had a 30-minute candle close below right here, this support, and close below this resistance. So I knew that even though this candle came up, broke all these highs right here, that when we came down and broke this weak bearish low right here, price action says that we exhausted out from the top side, closed under, and we came down and broke this weak bearish candle right here. Or so yeah, weak bullish candle, sorry. And this weak bullish break was also the 1 hour flipping as well. So what happens? Wicks get filled. We came right into this little support. So this is my first trade on my live account through Top One Futures. So I went a little bit lighter risk, just a 6. So made 120 on that, which is 112 after the fees and all that good stuff. But I saw the 1 hour had a bit of a rejection right here for one. And for two, I don't like really holding positions when we're getting close to the 1 hour closure, because if I weren't in this position, I would be anticipating that the new 1 hour candle were to make a top wick. And I don't want to sit in this position at trying to gain an extra 4, 5, 6 pips. That doesn't make sense to me. Just take the win, especially before 9 a.m., especially before on a Monday, as well. So you can't really complain about catching 20, 25 on a Monday before we even, really sat down and had a chance to breathe. So that's all I was waiting on, was just a break of this, a re-break of the 1 hour low and a 30-minute low breaking right here. And I'll say my stop loss, I chose the current 15-minute high. So really only about 32 pips right here, because you'll always hear me say, if this candle is to break this low, there's no reason that it should flip back up and break this high. So I would have either I would probably have cut the full position at that point. And the way I would have managed risk is the entry candle, which is right here, I'd have probably cut half or the full thing above there. So I mean, those are all woulda, coulda, shouldas, but that isn't what happened ultimately, because price kind of just went to RTP after doing such. But that is a good trade, especially to start the week. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that up for sure. Oh damn, I gotta enter my new account.
Everything fresh.
Everything is fresh. So when I go to my TradeZella after the stream, I'll enter that.
That was a good ass Monday, bro.
Hey man, listen. Come on now. Come on now. I'm not mad about that move on a Monday. So that was a breakout. It was a breakout, but it slipped was like a break and retest though, because when you think about it, on the 30-minute time frame, we broke. Then this candle came back up to retest it. So I'm gonna say it's a break and retest more so. Break and retest. So the 5 minute, that's the 15 minute. That ain't really the time frame that I was analyzing. Well, it was for a stop loss. But the time frame I really was analyzing on was a 30-minute. So I'm assuming that's your only trade of the day, huh, Roger?
Hell yeah. Monday, what? And I'm halfway. I already locked
Hey,
up.
listen. So 30, well, let's see. Actually, previous 1 hour candle closed below the range. 30-minute candle closed weak, bullish, below the range. Entry candle broke weak bullish low, which was also the 1H flip. I'll go ahead and put that. I'll go ahead and put the 1 hour candle or time frame as well there. So I got the 30-minute. I got the 1 hour. I got the 15. So took 20-ish. I'm gonna play the music again. Like I said, I don't know if that music is playing or not, but that is unimportant right now to me. Took 20-ish pips due to being close to the end of the 1H candle. Good closure given the circumstance and on a Monday. So previous 1 hour candle closed below the range, which was right here. Okay, so it closed below this, all this. The 30-minute candle wicked up to give a stop loss and then still maintain the closure below. Weak bullish. This candle broke all these highs, potentially activated buyers. So when it potentially activates buyers, this is good because this actually grabbed liquidity. So when this grabs liquidity right here, this says that when we flip, we have no reason to come back up because this the same way people in buys think that it has no reason to come back down. So all this did was grab liquidity to flip. We entered on the flip, which was also the 30-minute low. And we were targeting kind of in this area. If you look at the 30-minute, it was this area, but you kind of got to look at all time frames. It got there and rejected. The next candle went ahead and finished out the move with no much of a top wick, but I don't care to sit in that pullback that we had for, like I said, an extra 2, 3, 4 pips. That's not that serious to me. I'm trying to stack days, stack wins. I see the candle now is already pulling back, kind of rejecting out of this. So all of this is very arbitrary, discretionary of if you want to take it right here or right here. But like Roger keeps alluding to on a Monday, I am perfectly fine. So did that move make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Chris the man, I hope we didn't take something too quick for you.
Hey, no, I actually caught it as well.
Cool. So yeah, man, that was a very straightforward move. I felt like you when you were like, I got the negative risk to reward. I was like, shit, give me my 20 pips. I don't care. Give me my 20. So now we're probably looking at 9:30. Honestly, if you were to take another move, I don't know if I'm taking another move. Like I said, especially with me being on a live account, waiting on the payouts. I got 3,500 times 3. So what is that? 10.5 loading. Just waiting on that to hit. So, hey man, you can't complain about that on a Monday for sure. You do have a 15-minute support right here, but you don't have it on the 30-minute. So that's why I said it's probably the 30-minute candle that you probably have to wait on to have the volume to push past this is all. Because on the 30-minute, you see nothing but clean range. But on the 15-minute, you kind of see rejection right here where we could possibly have a bit of a hold up right there. And the last thing I want to do is enter right here, be in profit 10 or 11 pips with a technical stop loss of like either this high or a previous 30-minute high. It just has to make sense. Is all. It just has to make sense.
And do you ever look? So if you get a breakout, let's say under that yellow line, and let's say it was clean range to the left on the 15-minute as well, would you look at the price being overextended, or if it's a breakout, then you take it anyways?
I think a breakout is a breakout personally. Like you got to think sometimes I'll enter on the break of the daily low and price has already moved 300 pips. But what I anticipate is that price can at least give me another 15, 20, 25, 30. You know, if I have this much of a range right here and these are nothing but clean candles, this is 47 pips to take advantage of. You can't tell me that I can't get 20 to 25, you know? So I just will realize that if I have a range to take advantage of, at that point is where I can at least get half to 60% of the range to fill. But I don't
And
look at this as overextended because the daily time frame is kind of just in an indecision area. It's just kind of in the middle. We're not doing anything. There's no clear direction one way or the other.
okay, and then do you usually go for the previous candle stop loss or just the current candle, if it
So in
makes
this
sense?
instance of the candle we just entered on, I use a previous 15-minute high. I want to
Yeah,
use the
I'm
smallest
saying
stop loss possible.
if
As
there was like
possible.
an overextended breakout, I mean, because now it made
Mhm.
sense. It was like we grabbed liquidity on the 30 minutes from the top, but then if the
Yep.
15 flips, it's just invalid. So that made sense.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah,
I
the
mean, like,
current. I'd,
yeah,
I'd I'd want to use the current. Like so, I use a very small position size today, but usually I'd be trading threes. So say if I took a three on that, like a three of GC, that'd have been 32 pips on a three. That'd have been $960 that I was risking. I'm not willing to sit in all that drawdown, and I'm damn sure not willing to sit in 50, 60 pip drawdown. I know that if I need to get out on a 5-minute break of that own candle high, I'll get out and say minus 20 or minus 22. And it sucks to take the loss, but I can take a minus 500. I can take a minus 600. When you start racking up those minus 1000s, minus 1500s, that's when you're setting yourself back a lot. Instead, when the prop firm game is just all about consistent base hits. All we want to do is have consistent base hits in the prop firm game.
and so would you say, because I'm assuming that you're using like a fixed lot or contracts.
2 or 3. Yeah, 2 or 3. Correct.
Yeah. So would you say
Mhm.
that it's better to trade fixed lot size rather than fixed risk? Because I've been trading fixed risk.
What is your so I know you're on Forex. Do you usually just do a quick like calculation in your mind, or what are you thinking as far as when you're
I
getting
have
into?
magic keys, so I basically just have magic keys
Oh yeah.
calculating the lot size.
If I could, well, see, the only thing about if you have that fixed lots, or sorry, dynamic risk is that if you have a smaller stop loss, you might get overwhelmed with how big the position size is. That's the only thing. So, like, if you have a 20 pip stop versus if you have a 50 pip stop, obviously your stop loss will be much larger. So in that case, if it does get you out of that 20 pip stop, you might be beating yourself up because you lost a big chunk when it's like, I'm more so comfortable with saying, I know that I'm going to trade a 2 or I know that I'm going to trade a 3. But it's never just one of those things where it's fixed and I have to take a trade at this size. It's never like that.
Yeah, I was asking because usually that's exactly what happens where if I want to use the current candle and I have fixed risk, it feels like it's such a small stop loss with such
Yep.
high risk. And then it just overwhelms me a little bit. So I always use previous, but then the
Yep.
risk reward is super small and I get
Exactly.
mixed up in that.
So maybe, I mean, if that is where you're comfortable, maybe you want to utilize the previous candle and at least close half if it breaks its own high, in that instance. But like I said, I usually am just so gung ho on I want to get in profit and stay in profit. I don't plan to sit negative 40 pips. That's just not what I'm trying to do anyway. So why am I going to sit negative 40 pips if I'm only going for 20? If I'm only going for 25? I'm trying to get the least like the smallest stop loss possible in that instance. Because if I'm going to go ahead and take a 32 pip stop loss and I know I'm only going to go for 25, maybe 30, hell, maybe 20, it's no point in me putting the previous 1 hour high of 45. Like I'm not going to sit in that hoping that it comes all the way back down. Hope is not a strategy. You'll often hear me say that.
Yeah, I guess I could be also just going with a bit less risk when I'm using current candle because there's no way to manage. So like managed
Exactly.
positions are usually like 0.7 R lost. So maybe I could just
Mm-hmm.
be giving it 0.7 R risk on those
Yep.
positions.
Yep. Exactly. Because I mean, in this instance, like this entry candle, when I say I have my stop loss right here, like you kind of alluded to, unless you go down to the 5 minute, which I do, but unless you go down to the 5 minute, there's no way to really manage risk on this if you're only looking at the 15-minute high. If you're only looking at this high and it gets you in on this candle, there's nothing to do to get out of this unless kind of use the 5 minute, which you can right there. Say, I'm going to get out at the break of this high. But if you're going to close half up right here, that's not far from here. So that's why I just say I'm just gonna get out. Honestly, like I'm trying to lose less. I don't really care about holding on to my positions in hopes that I win X, Y, and Z. I'll regroup and get it back on the next trade. We win so often. Like it's not really a big deal to take a small loss. But a big loss will set you back. You can ask guys in here. A big ass loss will set you back some days.
Indeed, it will.
Mm-hmm. Roger had been the one
Yeah,
that
I've
kind of
been
held me accountable in that of just like, bro, just cut it. They just cut that loss.
yeah, I've been working a lot on cutting my losses now.
Yep, just cut the loss. Like I know your win. What is your win? What is your win rate? If you know.
Well, on my simulations, my win rate was about 70% with a
Uh
one. But in the live markets, it's much worse. So,
huh.
I mean, it's
Well,
usually around like 60 something percent probably. But then my mistakes usually bump it down. So, like, it should be much higher, but then I make mistakes and do some stupid stuff, usually
right.
like once or twice a month.
So this is across all my accounts. So this isn't technically correct, not technically, but for what it's worth, it's 67% win rate. So I know that if I have a 67% win rate, then let's see. Brandon, to answer your question, the 15-minute just closed, but it closed literally right at this support. So I wouldn't really too much trust this right now. Um, like I said, it's one of those things where I kind of caught the move that I wanted to catch, and now there are more moves to be had, but I either need somewhat of a pullback or something to kind of show me that price is going to continue. But either way, so yeah, I have a 67% win rate. So I know that if I'm taking big ass losses on those 32%, 33% that are sorry, 37%, that's really going to dig into my wins. I know that more days than not, I'm winning. I have one loss. One day I've lost this month, and that was an Asian session, so I really wasn't even a loss. Then I have two losses that month. Then I have three losses this month. Then I have two losses this month. So, and then that was earlier before I got on prop firms. But if I can lose less, that'll keep me in the game. Like this is 24,000 made across all accounts so far this month. 24K, and I haven't even input that's little win I got from
Do you
today.
mind showing me, maybe do you have screenshots of the losses you took? So maybe how you managed them?
Yeah, for sure. So let's see. I think it was this day right here. So this was a good manage of losses. So this was a 3, and this was minus 618. So only 20 pips plus the fees. So if I only lost 20 pips plus the fees on that, that means that I was like okay with cutting the loss. So me and Roger we took this trade. So this candle was kind of a fake out. So this candle closed below, this candle closed back above, this candle closed weak bearish, but closed back above as well. So it exhausted, potentially got sellers in right here. And I was like, okay, when this candle breaks this high, I anticipate that during a time of volume, it's going to go up and fill this range. Well, when it broke that high, it got us in profit about 10, 11, or 12 pips, I believe it was. And the technical stop loss was under here. But when this candle came back down and broke its own low after breaking that high, I was like, man, let me not sit in this. It's no point. So I cut the loss when it came back down and broke its own low right in here. And this was only minus 21 pips. This candle came back down and completely got us out. And I think let's see, that was 3409.7. And I think the candle or the stop loss was technically like 40-ish pips. So in that instance, I saved about $600. And then on the next trade, let's see.
And in those trades, like this one,
Mhm.
what made you? Because when they happen, I oftentimes used a previous candle stop loss like you did, but
Right.
then I've noticed a lot of people also use the current candle, because then if we break the current candle, it doesn't make sense anymore. So
Yep.
what made you choose the previous candle stop loss rather than the current where you actually cut it?
You'll see a lot of times that I'll say this is where my quote unquote technical stop loss is. So this is my technical stop loss. This is where price really isn't invalidated until it disrespects it. Because you got to think this was just a 15-minute candle entry. But on the 30-minute candle, this is the 1 hour coming down to continue back up. So that's why you'll see me say this is where the stop loss should technically be, but I'll probably get out on the entry candle. So
Okay,
it's just for who, and that's
this is
for that. Go ahead.
this is the exact entry I took today in the London session, and I also cut
Really?
it because
Did you? Oh, so you cut your loss.
yeah, and because I'm
Yep.
working on that, then I took a re-entry and I actually got a winner. But yeah, I was just curious to see how you look at it. But
For sure.
I used the current candle, even though because the 1 hour did the liquidity wick then flipped. I waited
Yep.
for it to close because it was pretty close to closing.
Yep.
And then on the 15-minute, it did, I call it the seller replay. So it did the seller replay. And I
Yeah,
used
when
the
it breaks
current
this
candle.
weak bearish high right here.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, exactly. And I used the current candle as stop loss, but then to manage, I went on to the 5-minute to actually see what was happening. But I was
Exactly, and that's
wondering
why
whether
you'll often
maybe.
see me. So on TradeAvate, I only have my charts on the 5 minute. Like I don't even have any other time frame because I know that I'm usually analyzing from Project X, but I'm trading on this one from TradeAvate. So yeah, man, I think you got to think long term. I know it sucks taking that loss right then and there. I know it does, but your accounts are really gonna thank you for it when you can lose less over a span of 180 days, 365 days. That's all we're trying to do. If I were in a sell right now and this 5 minute candle closed bullish like this, I'd probably just cut it right here. Because if I entered on this 5 minute low right here, that'd be 3386.2. If I got out right here, that'd be 3387.7. That's only minus 15 pips. I can deal with minus 15 pips because I don't want to sit in this. I don't know how high this 1 hour candle is going up. I don't know if this is rejecting off of this 15-minute support right here. I don't want to think about what I should do. I want to react to what the market is telling me. So I don't want it. Like I said, if my average trade time is only 3 minutes, it doesn't make sense for me to sit in more than 1 or 2 5 minute candles hoping that it continues down. I don't hope, I react.
Hope is not a strategy.
Hope is not a strategy. Hope is definitely not a strategy. So, like I said, with this candle, the way it closed, kind of right at this 15-minute candle, you could potentially wait on this 30-minute candle to close and enter if you get a bit of a top wick to continue down, or you could also simply wait on a closure below here to cover all your bases. It probably should at minimum at 9:30 come down into here, kind of all these supports right here. You just kind of got to find when price is kind of in this channel like this, you want to find as many touch points as you can. That's what you always hear me say. Like, yes, this is completely fair that these are clean candles to the left, but there's obviously been a holdup when you get to kind of right into here. You'll see a whole bunch of wicks, a whole bunch of bounces, a whole bunch of rejections up. The same way rejected up here, the same way it can go up there. Same way right here. Same way right here. Same way right here. So I know that if I get there, that's a price. That's a time where I probably have to make a decision. I at worst have to go stop loss to break even after my 37 pips, or I got to go ahead and take my position, take most of it. Because yeah, it'd be great if it comes all the way down to here. I love 100 pips, but I know that I'm just trying to come in second place every day. All I want to do is come in second place. If I can come in second place repeatedly, and that means that the market, I'm letting it win because you're never going to call the top, you're never going to call the bottom. But if you can get most of the position, then that is when you'll be a consistent winner. Like I said, today, this is my first day on a live account. I was a little tired. It's a Monday, but I made $112 off of a move that I looked at 8:30 and said, oh shit, this could be a quick one. So I just want to be consistent in taking the positions that I know I see each and every day.
Yeah, I feel like because you're really scalping with this strategy, because I know that
Yeah.
a lot of people trade this way, but some people scalp like you. So 3 minutes per entry is really a low amount. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like I would enjoy that style as well. And I know some
Yeah.
people use the same strategy, but they really try and trust the bias and then
Yes.
hold for the next 15 minutes or 30 minutes
Yep.
to get more risk reward. So I
I'm
really
working.
enjoy the way you do
We're
it.
working on it. We're definitely working on it. Like I said, today I didn't really have a fair shot at it because the 1 hour candle was about to close. But say we entered at 9:32 a.m., which is NYSE open. What time is that for you? 3:30.
Yeah,
That'd be
exactly.
3:30
for
for
me.
you. That candle is very, very, very volatile a lot of times. So in some instances, if you're trading forex, so you can take 80 or 90% of the position. What futures has taught me, which is kind of a blessing and it kind of hurts me a little bit, when you're trading these ones and twos and stuff on GC contracts, that means that if I'm trading a one, I have to take my whole position at that point. If I'm trading a two, I either have to take my whole position or take half of it at a one. So that's a lot of position to leave on the table. But when you're trading Forex, say you're trading a one, you can take 0.90, you can take 0.80. So, like I said, I mean, if you're trusting a position that the long term bias will go ahead and fill the rest of this range, then yeah, I mean, put your stop loss at break even and let the position run. But like Antonio always says, you have to be okay with that completely of the position hitting your stop profit, hitting your break even. You have to deal with that. And me, what I've learned, especially in playing with these gamified props, is that consistent $430, $600, $750, those add up. Those add up when all you're just trying to do is just count days. You're just counting days, trying to get to your profit targets. But long term, yes, it would be better to trust your position because a lot of times it does go ahead and get there. So, like in this instance, it would have never came back to our break even right here. It would have gotten about 8 pips away and kept continuing on down. So, I mean, it works. The strategy works. And this is kind of what I was alluding to on the 5 minute of if it breaks that high, wouldn't you much rather go ahead and cut that position right there than be sitting in 35, 40 pip drawdown? That doesn't make sense. But that's neither here nor there because that's not what we do. So yeah, man, like I said, I think that you're kind of gaining the mental side of it each and every day. That's all it's about. It's about gaining the mental of it. You know how to trade, you've gotten payouts, you know how to be consistent. But if you can minimize the downside and minimize your losses, that'll really take your trading to the next level.
Yeah, I think I really have to just decide on a style I want to trade with, and then just trading that style for a while to
And just
actually see the
trying.
results, because I've been mixing it
Data
up
is month
too
over
much.
month, quarter over quarter, year over. Like you know what I'm saying? It's much more than just seeing if it works for a couple days or seeing if it works for a week or two. Like I had those accounts, those prop sim accounts for 120 days. So that's 4 months of data saying this shit works. Just stick with it, you know? So yeah, I'll see how this 930 candle looks in the next few minutes. It's not a huge range. And then the 15-minute candle will be closing bullish. If this candle closes back above, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is probably gonna buy. Because like if it closes above this, respects this area, and closes very weak, it'll probably buy up a little bit like into here. But I don't want to be guessing. I'm just saying what I think it'll do. It's just kind of in a weird area right now in this range completely. Like you're closing under here, but you have a support right there. And if you were only looking at the 30-minute, you would see this. But I'm looking at all time frames. I want all my time frames to tell the same story. I can't believe YouTube didn't see the trade. Sorry, YouTube.
It was a quick one.
It was quick. Yeah, like I said, it was quick. I was doing too much. I was running the damn house from the gym. My music wasn't working. My live stream wasn't working. I was like, shit.
But yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah, bro. I gotta do another little test stream tonight to get the music going because I had it on Friday.
Yeah, it definitely was on there.
It was on there. But like I said, it's funny because when we're all talking, it's fine without music. It's when I got 6 people at work and I'm all talking to everybody in the chat. I'm like, bro, I know ain't nobody trying to watch this. But nah, I mean, I'm having some engagement on YouTube for sure. Chris, I asked Roger earlier, do you know about Trading Nut?
No, Trading Net?
Trading Nut, yeah. He is a YouTuber that is a real OG in the game. He was doing streams when I first started. And I think his platform has kind of gotten a little less popular, but still nonetheless, he still has the subscribers to match it, 195K.
Oh, I did watch some of his interviews, yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing an interview with him tonight.
Nice, man. Congrats. I think he also did, because he's been in the trading industry a long time ago, right?
I'm telling you, that's what I was telling them.
Didn't
Like,
he,
he had stuff from years ago.
didn't he do a podcast with Uncle Ted back in the day?
Back in the way back in the day. He did Q 4 years ago. He did Q. Yeah, once again another Q1 4 years ago.
Ooh,
Alex
background.
G.
Oh,
Alex G. He's done some ICT people, but I mean it's definitely dope just to keep having good
yeah.
conversations.
Yeah, man. How do you get on those podcasts? Because it feels like they invite really big people, and I feel like you're just starting in the industry, and then you're getting into
Yeah, I
Trader
mean,
Nick,
so
into
Nick, I actually know Nick personally. His wife and my wife went to um college together.
oh, okay.
And yeah. And then Calvin, we just kind of connected in the same kind of retrospect of just kind of know each other in the industry and kind of got connected in DMs. And this guy, we just kind of found each other the same way, just kind of in the trading industry of seeing different podcasts and stuff like that.
That's really nice because it really helps you grow. Like I
Oh
found
yeah,
it that way as well. So
for sure. For sure.
Can't
This
wait to
isn't a
watch
bad
when it
move.
comes out.
This isn't a bad move above here, bro, because this is the 1 hour flipping back up. Mm. Damn, bro, I want to take another trade because
are
this is
you
the 1 hour
considering taking
rejecting
it
out of
on the
here.
flip or we break on the high of the
Yeah,
1
that's what
hour?
I'm looking at. But I'm gonna go micro again. I'm not even gonna risk my profits that I made today. Like I'm gonna go on MGC. This candle closed back above right here. I'm anticipating that this candle is gonna flip, so I'm only gonna do 3 on a micro right there on the break of that high on the 1 hour, breaking its own high. Let's see. Let me go to my trade evade again. I'm gonna take
Supporting by spirit.
Yeah, you said thank you, sir. So that's that candle flipping up. It probably is going to come at least into like right up into here, which is this resistance. And it's not a huge target. Like I said, this is my second trade of the day, so I'm not really looking for major profits or anything like that. Like I'll always say, the technical stop loss will be all the way down here.
I do like this move.
3390.1. So 3390. I'm gonna make sure I'm taking that on all accounts.
I do like this move.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So the 30-minute candle closed weak bearish out of this resist or support right here. The 1 hour doesn't have much of a top wick. Y'all know we look for top wicks. So if anything, this will be the 1 hour candle flipping. Like I said, I'm only trading a 3, real light size on MGC at that. So now that we have a bottom wick, I'm honestly okay to use this bottom wick as my stop loss, wherever that may be. And yeah, if it starts breaking this low and then flipping, it's still valid for sure. But we'll just have to see what it looks like. Because a 15-minute kind of just did a little bit of a mini fake out. It closed under, then closed back above. Like I say, if this candle comes up, breaks all these highs, it has no reason to come back down and break this low right here. So the entry for this one would be 3390.1. Probably be looking to either take my full position or 2/3 of my position at this candle and letting the rest run into these highs right here during a time of volume, which is 9:30. But it is a solid move. Hopefully we get it on this 5-minute candle. I don't want too many 5-minute candles printing opposite of the direction I'm trying to go in. Oh, and then, oops, sorry. And then this candle will be breaking a weak bearish high right there. Damn, bro. I wish I knew how to do the music. The music is just like my little pump me up. I'm listening to it. I hear it. So
Let me know if you need to do a test run later.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Thank you. Yeah, Roger. Stick to your discipline, sir. What you gonna do, man?
I'm already locked up.
Good. I like it, man. Like I said, I'm up 112. I'm essentially risking those profits on this, or like half of those profits on this 3. If this comes on down, it may or may not flip back up if it just goes ahead and fills this wick. But if it respects this low, it's still good. So we'll see if it goes ahead and respects that low or just comes on down.
It's the highest my account's ever been. So I'm good.
Hey man, listen, come on now. We close, baby.
I was gonna put a 2 today too, but I'm like, it's Monday. Let me stick to my.
Yeah, man. You see me. I'm just trying to get my feet wet with this live account. I'm just trying to get my feet wet. I ain't even stunning it until my payout hits. I'm good. Because that'll be another 10-5. That's nice. So we'll see if it flips. Like I said, with the way that this just filled this range, I'm not surprised. Because like y'all always hear me say, if this candle closes bearish, at the end of the day, this can simply just be a wick fill. But if it respects this on the 15-minute time frame, it can flip like that. So I'll see if I'll delete this or if I just keep it. Let's see, because what is the 5-minute about to do? The 5-minute is technically about to, see, no. I'm about to say the 5-minute is about to close below, but if the 5-minute closed below there, it would have been a good move. But all right, so we're rejecting off of this support again. This 5-minute candle is about to close in 7 seconds. Gotta play my little music by using.
I'm over here trading on my pocket option.
What you trading on? What you trading on pocket options?
Like the binary, like Forex though, but the
Mm.
binary, like the timing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm compounding the plan. I'm trying to start with 250 and grow it to 7K in the next month.
That's worth it. That's worth it. I wish the best for you, brother. Why not? Why not? Tony, are you on a 25K or the 50 or locked out?
No, I'm on both right now.
But you almost there, huh? Ain't you?
Yeah, on both, to be honest.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Damn.
So you say you had $500 left?
$500 left on the 25K challenge account.
Oh, okay. Now how much you got to make once you beat that? Like on the
then you get live.
Then you get live.
Yeah.
You got to activate it.
But on the 50K, just 1,700 too.
Hold on, so you can do the challenge and then go straight to live?
So you do a challenge, you have to activate the account, remember?
Right.
So when you activate the account, that's when you then have to make the profit target again. So that's what DJ was talking about. He didn't like of the challenge. It's a low barrier to entry, but you got to make the same money twice. So that's why I kind of tell people, once you kind of get the feel, because you got to think, when people are just starting out, they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. So at that instance, you don't want to be spending $200, $300, $400 if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't have the discipline to trade little ass micros while you're learning the platform.
Right.
But that's neither here nor there right now. The question was, you got to make it twice. Yes, you got to make it twice because you had a challenge to prove yourself, and then you have to activate the account for $150. So if and when you pass a challenge, that's $34 or $38, and then you have to activate the account. Then that's when you pay the $150. But if you only blew the account after that $34, it's just like, oh well, it is what it is.
Okay, so you
I'm gonna delete this, by the way, y'all. I'm gonna delete this. This is pushing down.
Challenge
but go ahead.
Then you're going to the where you got to make the payout, right? Like kind of
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So
you almost there, then, bro. Really?
Yeah, I mean, hello.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, yeah, facts.
So once I hit that challenge mark, I'll probably just cancel it and then just wait on payout from the 50K.
Exactly, and then let that payout pay for 2.
Yeah.
So $38 a month, quote unquote, or until you pass it. And then after that, you got to pay the $150 activation fee. And when you pay the $150 activation fee, you are all in at basically, what is that, $187? Or if you did it for $55 plus a $150, you all in at $204. Then that's why DJ was basically like, on the instant funded, you can skip all that, but it's $357.
Yeah, it's a small
after you lose
discount
about
for
two
sure.
or you lose about 2 or 3 of them, that shit ain't funny no more. You know what I'm saying? This is all ha in games, like, okay, $38, but this ain't so funny when you losing $357 and $219 and shit like that. So I think you doing it right. Like, you just taking it slow, really.
Yeah,
it ain't no rush.
I'm not in a rush, bro. This the first one, bro. I'm not in a rush.
Exactly. Like, imagine if you from an investment of you paying $60 a month, you gonna get a payout of 3,000 minus what's so like 2,000 or 2,500, bro. That sound like that makes sense to me.
Yeah, because what I'm
That sound like
trying to
that makes
think.
sense to me.
I can go and look actually. Because I probably already spent like $600, bro.
Bruh, I'm telling you, when you start adding them challenge up, challenge, bro, it don't. But see, that's funny because it didn't take you too long to be
1,
like,
2, 3.
yeah, nah,
1, 2,
that's dead.
2, 3, 4.
Tell you all the things that I'm thinking of.
So close to it because the first one was 31, and then the next 3 were 40.
Yeah, it changes based on how much the discount is.
Plus 31 plus what 290. So close to 500, 442.
Yup. So yeah, man. I mean, but see, that's nothing though.
Yeah,
Considering
that's cool though.
that's not, bro. If you spend 1,000 and made 2,000 in your first couple months, bro, you just learning. You just learning, bro. Like this money is nothing on what you gonna make in the future.
Yeah, I had to lock in, get my mind right.
Had to be a sponge. So this ain't bad on the break of that low. But like I said, this is kind of what Chris was talking about, just like kind of overextended. Like at this point, price done fell from the top all up here. Like at this point, you just trying to catch like the rest. It ain't that deep to me on a Monday, especially. I feel like Roger.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool to be honest.
No,
I didn't even take nothing. I didn't even take anything on my 50K today.
Yeah. Yep. So I think you're doing it right. If you can get those 25Ks to live, and then I wonder if you can combine them after they go to live. I don't think you can, but that'd have been dope if you could.
Yeah, that would be dope. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna say, can you combine instant funded accounts with elite challenge accounts after passing? I don't think you can. The
Bitch. She gonna run with
back
that.
in the day, nah, you can't. Yeah, after that, yeah. That's all good though.
I probably would be able to then do what I was trying to do to begin with, like link them together because they'll all be instant.
So it's technically a challenge still, even after you pass it.
Really?
So I guess what you technically is gonna do is you're gonna take them 225Ks and make that into a 50 essentially, like the leverage of a 50, but just trade them 25. That's all you're gonna be doing.
Right.
So if you say hit for something on a 50K and you cool with them profits for the day, you can then go to your 225Ks that you link together in the copy trader and just do that. And vice versa. So if you take a loss on an account and you say, yeah, I'm cool on that account, it's almost like a fresh start on your other account. That's all. That's kind of how I used to look at it as, like, because I used to have different accounts and stuff like that. And I would just be like, man, I'll take a loss on one account and just call that account what it is for the day, take a win on that account, and it looked like a good day. It was a good day. Yeah. You get one to pay out. It's a good run of accounts. So say you take a minus 20 or a minus 23 on a 1 on your 25K accounts, but then you take a plus 27 on your 50K accounts. Okay, you lost them 20. You lost that, but you up 270 on the 50K. That's perfect.
Right.
Oh yeah, and you golden because you about to be halfway to payola. Roger over halfway. Gotta be a sponge, bro. Long game.
I knew about this game man on Friday. I just didn't take no trade.
Bro, that price was playing side by side, bro. Side by side. There was one move I saw where I was like, I can take that at 8:30. I remember it was this. It was this one. I wasn't even sitting down yet. So this candle came all the way down, kind of like was a liquidity grab to the downside. And then this candle came back up. This was news at 8:30, broke all these highs. You could have been targeting like into here. But after that, man, Price just did a whole bunch of bullshit. I'm like, man, I'm not about to do all this. I don't gotta take everything I see, bro. It's
Yeah,
not that
Friday.
deep.
I didn't take one either. Well, technically, I did take one, but not really.
Now I'm kind of telling myself, man, do not go under that 1,000 mark.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Once you see it, you can't unsee it because I mean, Roger, like you said, what did we notice last week from the Tuesdays and Wednesdays? That's the days we don't lose for real. So that being said, that's where we throw threes. That's where we throw twos and shit. So I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Monday and Friday, I'm gonna dip my toe. Tuesday and Wednesday is that day where I really go dumb.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how it's supposed to be though. And I take Thursday off as a little mental reset day.
Mm-hmm. Monday and Friday, your trap days anyway. So you wanna
right? Like I said, it has never made sense to me how you could have an excellent Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then blow all your money on Friday. That shit has never made sense to me. So if anything, I'm gonna go less risk, or I'm not gonna force it at all. Like this past Friday, I reached the payout. I was tired. I was rushing. Like, why am I stressing myself to take a little trade for what? What am I in a rush for? If I'm ever rushing and no good, I'm good on it. Let's see. This
Friday was crazy.
Yeah, man. This was Friday, wasn't it? Yeah, the 15th. You tell me if this shit looked like a good little range to take a trade in. Come on now. That is not nothing we want to see. I want to see candles coming down like this. I want to see candles that we can mirror that look like this. I do not want to see price just printed side by side like this. This is not that is not clean. So this 15-minute candle kind of closed like right under support basically by like a pip, I guess. But no top wick on this. Then this previous 5-minute just closed bullish. So yeah, man, it's 9:46 here. I'm likely about to go ahead and call it. Call the stream.
Me too.
Yep. So can't be mad at it. Can't be mad at it, man. First account or first trade taken on the live account. Swell little $112 from sitting down at the computer for 30 minutes. So I'll go ahead and start trading larger size probably tomorrow. I can only trade max one lot anyway. So if I can only trade max one anyway, I'll probably be just taking my ones and letting it do what it do.
Mm-hmm.
Do what it do. So good mindset call. Good call on a Monday for sure. It did wind up running the TP and beyond, but I want to say yeah, no, I ran and came back down, but I just don't care to sit in all this shit, man. Give me my money so I can go on about my day. That's all this shit's about. So, all right, y'all boys. Well, I anticipate that some payout should be coming here in the next week and a half or two.
Yes, man.
Mm-hmm.
I anticipate
Praying
it.
on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Antonio, go ahead and throw that 2, throw that 3 for a little 20-30. Ooh. I don't know about a 3. But that 2 though.
Oh, I got you. I got a 3 for you on the 25K.
Hey, look, you throw that 3 on a 25K, what you need? 15, 16, 17 pips. That'd be 510. Throw 18
bro,
to cover the spread.
I definitely have a 3 for you on there.
Bro, that should be jumping into profit so quick. Because that's the thing that fucked my damn mental up a little bit. You see that 3 jump in profit a quick 15, you like, that's 450. Then they go back to break even, you like, shit. And then you go back to break even, and then you go back to 15. I'm like, y'all, if it break this low again, I got at least break even. I mean, damn. I'm not about to sit in that shit twice. Because the worst thing is going from positive 500 to negative 600, 700, 800.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm like, whoa.
Bruh. I knew it.
on my 25K though, I've only been trading 2 and 3 contracts to be honest, and then on the 50K 1s and 2s.
Bro, just take that shit slow. Take that shit
1s
slow.
and 2s, bro.
Yeah, like okay, say it take you till next month, early next month. Okay, like what is the difference,
bro? Once I activate on the 25K, I'm going to MGC.
That's what you need, 1,500 on those?
Yeah, 1,500.
Exactly.
But I'm not
at that point, you just stacking days.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to risk it the same way, bro.
Man, you could throw a one and try to jump out the gate hot, or throw some micros until you jump out the gate hot. But bro, you take a couple ones losses in a row, bro. You -25, -25. That's half your
Yes,
drawdown.
bro. Yes, bro.
That's half your drawdown. So the thing is, when you do get to the payout on the $3,000, I think the max you can take out is $2,000. So it leaves you the buffer of $1,000 again on that.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
cool.
same mindset.
Yeah, that's
Same
cool right there.
mindset. You just kind of got to protect your downside. You want to protect the fact that you can lose the $1,000 before you make the 2,000, the 2,500, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of why I used to trip about that. I'm like, damn, you can only take out blank when you make blank, but the shit that's what protected me because back in the day, or shit, even on the Tradify account. So like on my 5 Tradify accounts. I need to make 9,000 on the 150Ks, and I got to make 6,000 on this account. So with that being said, I'm probably gonna get kind of near it all at the same time. And bruh, if I got 9,000 and I got a buffer of 6,000, bro, you can't tell me I'm about to lose $6,000 before making the next profit target.
Yeah,
But what did
bro.
I do? What did I do to to do all that? So now them accounts are now at 3,897, and then the 150K is at 2,128. So I mean, just slow playing it. So like on Friday when I took a couple losses in a row, I actually locked out on this 100K, and then started and got it back on the 150K. But it's kind of like spill milk. It's like, okay, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but it's like, bro, I don't care about that shit.
Right.
Because the last thing I wanted to do was hit my max loss on the 100K. I'm always gonna protect my downside, bro. Always protect the downside. Let's see who's talking in the chat. See y'all boys. Yeah. Roger left, DJ left, Brandon about to head on out. So yeah, man, that was a good stream, bro. Like I said, on a Monday, we got our money by 9 a.m. We just been shooting the shit since. I've been open to taking trades for sure. Like that 9:30 candle, if that would have flipped again, I'd have taken that. But now it's nothing that I really truly see that I just love with how much price has ran down. Maybe this 15-minute, or sorry, this is about to be a 1 hour closure. So maybe this 1 hour closure, maybe, but you kind of got like this right here in your way, right there. See, close under there, which is a closure. Get a closure under there. Yeah, potentially. Right.
I mean, yeah.
Like potentially, like this for support right here. Potentially. Part of me be wanting to stay just to like try it and see it, especially if you're on micros.
Yeah.
But it's like Chris been saying, the technical stop loss, if you're using that, is minimum the previous 30 candle. Like minimum. Because this candle can wick all the way up to here, retest this support and this support before flipping back down. But it's like if you're just trying to go into there, you got to use the current candle or the previous 15-minute candle, which is like this, but that's probably easily gonna break. So it's just a whole bunch of like possibilities.
I mean, what you could also do, I guess, is risk missing it, wait for it to make a top wick, break the low, then re-break the high, and then when it re-breaks the low, use the current candle. So it's like you.
So time to eat trading does that a lot. He wants it to break the low to get people in, and then he wants it to potentially get people out or get people scared, and then re-break the low like you're saying and come on down into here. So yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like you said, but if it runs with a very minimal top wick and just kind of falls out and comes, it's kind of the risk you were taking. Yeah, it just was a risk you were taking. But you'll hear me often say, I'd rather be out wishing I were in than wishing I were out.
Yeah,
that's
I have
one thing.
I
Yeah,
really should live by that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, damn near get it tatted on you. I'd rather be out wishing I were in than wishing I were out. I don't care if I miss that shit. We miss moves all day. Like the market's always moving.
I feel like I really want to, like, let's say, for instance, get a trade for the day. And then especially when I know I'm going to cut the loss, it feels like, oh, okay, I'm just risking that 0.5% because I'm going to cut it. But then this stacks just like the winners do. So I sometimes get myself into some stupid positions because of that. And I really have to remember I would rather wish I was in than wish I was not in.
WWTD. What would Tonio do?
I get out as soon as I see green.
Man. Hey, listen.
The
way I look at it is, the more you in the market, the more susceptible you are to taking a loss. I'm trying to take my money and going about my day to my other ventures.
Look, bro, my average win time on my 50K is 50 seconds, bro, a minute. My average loss time is 2 minutes, bro.
The difference. That's the difference, man. That's funny though.
Like, to be honest, bro, if I'm seeing 20 on a 15 to 20 on a 2 or a 3, bro, I'm taking it. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, like I said, you building bad habits, but you building good prop firm habits. You building good prop firm habits for sure. Because like the bigger you're like, okay, you woulda, coulda, shoulda made 30 on that 3, but it's just like, bro, you looking at 600 on a 2. It is what it is,
bro. Eventually, I'll start to cut positions like we talked about. I got to see how that feel though, bro.
Man, it's easier said than done. I'll admit.
Yeah,
when I'm staring at 23 and I can cut half on a 2, that means that I'm gonna only cut $115 because that's only one. Or sorry, no, like 2. Yeah. No, on a 2, you'd be staring at 420, 440, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You got to cut 1, which is 220 or 210. Man, when that shit goes back to break even, you like, fuck.
Yeah, bro, I got to see how that feels, bro. Because to be honest, bro, I haven't had to break even yet, bro. So just to even see how that feels.
Like, bro, because I think it was before you joined, but I know that DJ seen it a couple times. Bro, I've seen 25 on a 2 that'll jump real fast and then start hovering around 15 and go back to break even. Bro, that is a shitty feeling.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, you talking about $500 across all accounts to 0.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Because that's the power of compounding. Like, the mental game of trading is so awesome or the mental game of prop firm trading, copy trading, and everything in between is so awesome because all you're doing is looking at that you're making 112.
Mm-hmm.
But if you make it 112 times 3, if you make it 500 times 3, if you making 430 times 3, it starts to become a different conversation. Or times 5, it becomes a different conversation. You're talking about $2,600, $2,200.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different conversation.
Yeah, bro.
So it's all about stacking and compounding these accounts. When you have 3, 5, or 50K accounts and 2 25K accounts, I think you can have max 5 at a time. Bro, think about having 3 50Ks running at one time and just simply making $300 a day.
Right.
$400 a day. You talking about 20 pips on a 2 every day, shooting for 20 pips on a 2.
Yeah, bro.
When you start breaking it down like that, it starts to be, you can't unsee it at that point. That's the power of leverage. The power of leverage. This wasn't bad in the way that it came. Well, yeah. I don't really just too much care about chasing that 5 minute, man.
Like, I don't know, bro. It's crazy because I mean, how I'm looking at it right now, especially on this 50K, like it's no reason why I'm trying to hit a home run when my consistency is $600, bro.
Take that little $200, $300, $400 all a day, right? It literally is counterintuitive to make over 20 pips on a 3 at that point.
Right. That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's literally counterintuitive.
So it's just like, what's the point of me trying to catch the full 600 in a day, bro?
Make that little 400, 300, hell, 200. It's gonna add up.
Yeah.
It's gonna add up. And when you get live on them 25Ks, it's also a different story.
Bro. To break that down a little bit more right quick. So you said that it don't make no sense to try to make the 600 in a day.
So remember on the consistency rule, you can't make no more than 20% in one day. 20% of 3,000 profit target is 600.
Okay.
So if you make over 600, your consistency is then whatever that number is times 5, which is 20%.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just so happen to make, we'll call it 647 in a day, 647 times 5, you'll then have to make $3,235 instead of simply just keeping it under 600. Which
Right.
that $200 ain't that big of a deal, but when
It's
you
still
climbing,
enough.
it feel
Right.
like it.
Right. I'm with you.
When
I'm
you
with
climbing,
you.
it feel like it. That's why on my last payout cycle, I didn't make no more than 700 some dollars a day on 150K.
Right.
So, bro, I'm not in a rush
Right.
to hit a home run because you're just fucking up your consistency. Like if you accidentally threw a 3 and accidentally got $900 from it on 30 pips, that means you now have to make $4,500, 900 times 5.
Oh no.
No good.
But as long as you stay under that 600 a day, 3,000,
It's still the number.
Mm-hmm.
we'll be straight basically.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes, sir.
yeah, I'm still with my little 196 today. I ain't mad at it.
You made 196 today?
Yeah.
He threw that one or two.
I threw it. It was a 1.
You made I say you made more than me. You made more than me on my little live account. That's good though. Are you like understanding it more the more you come on here though?
Yeah, 1,000%. Like,
Good. Because that's what it's really all about. Like this shit is unimportant, bro. Like this is just a game, bro. Like we literally are just playing a game in the grand scheme. But what's more important is that you understand what you're looking at. Because like, I can already tell like that Antonio in the little month and a half, 2 months he been here can understand like, bro, okay, we looking for a closure under this. We want a candle to wick up. We want to come down into like, you know what I'm saying? He can understand that. I just want to make sure folks are understanding more so than just copying a trade, because copying a trade is fine and all, and you'll make a little money. But if I take a week off, or if I take 2 weeks off, then what? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you're gonna be just sitting and waiting.
For me, it felt good today when before you were saying what you were saying, I was thinking it. And when you said it, I was basically confirming in myself, okay. Like
that's how I was feeling too, bro.
Right. It feels good when you kind of know what's going on, but then once you actually say it, okay, that I was right. So yes, I'm definitely starting to get it for sure.
For sure, bro. It's a journey, bro. Like I've been doing this shit for 6 years now. Like you gonna get it.
Right.
But 6 years, I'm telling you, bro. Like if you just keep staying down, 6 years is gonna come by, and you're gonna be like, bro, this shit is legit. Like riding a bike now. Like it's legit. Like riding a bike. Like we talking about one singular payout of 3,000. Bro, I done made 30,000 in the last 3 months of extra income of just bullshit. Like just bullshitting.
Activate
Literally
your
just
practice
bullshitting
account,
from
man.
doing this shit for a couple hours a day.
And you've been doing this for 6 years. And when did you first see the consistency in it? And when did you first start making
it took me 4 years, like 3.5, 4 years. It took me about 4 years.
So I guess where I'm at now, because I just passed 4 years now.
So what I'm trying to do for these newer guys is expedite their learning curve. And what I'm telling them is what I wish someone would have told me 6 years ago, 5 years ago. Because I could have cut that 4 into 1 year. I could have cut that 4 into 2 years. But we quite literally are trading together every single day, and live trading at that. See, we were from the era, I'm sure, Chris, yeah, for sure, where it was like signal calling and like not really live trading outside of Raja and a couple other people. But man, it's nothing like someone sitting here and say, hey, y'all, I'm looking at this candle just closed below this support. I'm going to take an entry on the break of this low. That means that the 1 hour is also flipping down. I'm not going to look to hold too long because we're getting in at 8:55. I'm only targeting this. Okay, that's cool. I'm done because it's a Monday. Like that's as simple as you make it. But when you got a whole bunch of noise and trying to watch videos and stuff like that, it's a lot of just fluff and BS, honestly, I think. But yep, it took me 4 years. I made some money here and there during that 4 years, but consistent was the question. And consistency comes from the mind. Consistency comes from being disciplined. I can come on here and make this $112 and make this $430 like times 5. I can do that, but I can jump in the sell right now and that shit pull back and I lose all that money. What did I do that for? Like, you know what I'm saying? That means nothing. Consistency is a day by day thing. It's not really so much I'm consistent for a week. I'm consistent for a month until I get the payout, then I blow it. Consistency is a way you live your life. The charts are just a representation of how you live your day-to-day operations. If you bullshitting and doing something sometime and not all the time, it's gonna show up on the charts. And what's so interesting, I forgot who said it, but I was listening to a podcast and they were like, the thing that's so funny about trading is I could be consistent and make all this money over the course of 2, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and blow it all in one day. Blow it all in 1 hour. Like, that's insane to me. And it's so right. Like, if you can make $15,000-$20,000 in a month, and I could have 1 day of tilt and just blow shit. 10 days, 24,000.
I mean, that's what used to happen to me a lot, where I stick to my rules for the whole month, and then in the last day I lose like 5R.
Yeah, I'm telling you. It's like, I forget what the saying was. It's 90% of 90 traders lose 90% of their capital in 90 days. And I was like, I don't know if that's just a bullshit saying, but like, it makes a lot of sense. Like, people quit so easily. People quit every single day. Like, they lose a little bit of money and just fucking quit. But like, if you just stick to your rules of just like seeing the market do the same thing each and every day, realize all I got to do is catch a piece of the pie. What you say a couple days ago, dog? Like, a piece of the pie. Like, that's all it really come down to. This is all fine and dandy, but I caught my piece, which is $430 times 5 accounts, which is $2,000 in less than 30 minutes of sitting my ass down in a chair. Like, come on, bro. What are we really talking about? What are we really talking about? So, like I said, I've been said I'm gonna call this shit, but I'm really about to call it so I can go eat breakfast. But I will see y'all tomorrow. I'll be back on and I'll probably be trading my normal lot sizes. I just kind of wanted to see the flow of live account trading, but we here. So made 112 on my first trade live. And yeah, man, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Y'all have a good day.
Yes, sir. We'll be back at it tomorrow, y'all.
Yep.
All right, Chris. Be safe.
Yeah, thanks for the stream and see you tomorrow.
For sure. See you tomorrow.
Peace out.
See you.
Yep, bye.